Chapter 12. If he does come again, we'll be ready. Let's go out to the rock and watch for the ghost dog, Martin whispered, after supper that night. If he sees us looking, maybe he'll come back to the cabin tonight. Peter shook his head. He picked up a ball from the bedroom floor and rolled it out into the kitchen for Rosie to chase. I'd rather play with Rosie, he said. You'd better not go either. But Martin was determined, now that he thought of bringing Tom Buffle and the sheepdog together. He was going to find a way. It was the only answer he could think of to their problem. It was lonely out on the rock without Peter. Fog rested like cotton candy over the tops of the trees in the valley. Martin sat down and wrapped his arms around his knees. If I see the dog, I'll just wave at him and run back to the cabin, he decided uneasily. He didn't like ghosts any more than Peter did. Minutes dragged by while he sat and thought about the ghost dog and Tom Buffle. Below him, the orchid and the little meadow in front of it disappeared from sight. The fog began creeping up Popcorn Hill. Martin shivered. Bit by bit, the path up the hill vanished. The dog could be right here before I knew it, he thought. He listened hard and imagined he heard the soft flip-flop of big paws. He's here. Martin jumped down off the rock and raced headlong toward the lights of the cabin. He had hoped to make sure the sheepdog was still around, but he didn't want to meet him out here all alone. Mrs. Tracy was reading, and Peter was drawing a picture when Martin burst through the doorway. Peter followed him into the bedroom. Did you see him? Martin peered out into the mist-filled yard. There was no sign of the dog. I didn't see him, he admitted, but I'm pretty sure he was close by. And I've thought of a plan. If he does come again, we'll be ready. I don't want to hear it, Peter said. Martin made a face. He was scared of himself, and his brother wasn't helping. Don't you want to get rid of the ghosts? He demanded. Peter wouldn't look up. Sure I do, he mumbled. Then you'd better listen, because you have to help. Peter threw himself down on his bed. If he does come again, we'll be ready. What do I have to do? He asked unwillingly. Something you're real good at, Martin said. He was still annoyed. You have to cry. And then he explained the plan he thought of sitting out there in the fog.